The love of God is so incredible, there's no way we can even begin to understand it. But did you know that two of the greatest verses in the Bible that talk about his love are in chapters that also talk about his wrath? Yeah. John 3:16 tells us that God loves us so much that he gave his only son. Why? So we wouldn't perish. Then the last verse of the chapter tells us that those who don't believe in Jesus but reject what he's done live with the wrath of God hanging over them 24/7. Romans chapter 5 and verse 8 tells us that God demonstrated his love by dying for sinful people. But the next verse tells us why. To deliver them from the wrath of God. God's wrath is mentioned over 30 times in the New Testament because sin, which is violating the very character and ways of God, is serious stuff. Well, God is love. His holiness demands punishment for wrong. But Jesus in his love took God's wrath for sin on the cross so we wouldn't have to. But those who reject his payment will face his wrath against their sin forever. That's why God has called every one of his followers to be communicators of the good news of the message of the gospel, because he doesn't want a single person to miss his forgiveness and love.